All right, now you can see I've done some work. It still needs some more. Okay, it's going to take some more effort. Turn these back on. You see it's starting to come along. Okay, let's talk about those hands. I'm going to make a new layer, and I'm going to put it between. No, Scooby and skin. I'm going to call it hands. I'm going to unlock the skin layer. And I come down here. I'm going to find the paths that are the hands. And there's one of them. And I'm going to drag it up to hands. And I'm going to find the other one. I'm going to drag it up to hands. See, I'm dragging it into the other layer. I need to drag that above Scooby. Okay. So let me redo that. I'm going to undo. Edit. Undo. And that's what I'm trying to do. Come on. Undo. Undo. Alright, so I made the new layer. It actually needs to go above hands, but I'm going to put it between just because I can get it easy. And I'm going to open up to this little arrow here. Next to skin, every little shape I made in there is a different path. So I can just find the two that look like the hands, and it may be hard to tell which ones are the hands, and then drag it up into there. And then I can take that layer and drag it above. I can rearrange these layers anytime I want to by dragging them around. Okay, so I put the hands above Scooby, so then they're like in front of Scooby. And yeah, they need detail too. But let's go back in and lock these layers, all these layers down. Make a new layer, make sure it's all the way on top. Cancel. Name it hair. Turn all these layers off. There we go. And then I'm going to back in and trace the hair. Let's zoom in first. Z for zoom. And I can zoom in a whole lot here, and it'll be fine. And get my hair color, which is that one. My pen tool. Option to swing way back around here. Oh, and I can't see. So what I do, I come over here and I turn my fill off. Option swing that way back around. Swing that out. Swing that way back around. Swing that way back around. Way back around. Way back around. And I'm going to pull this all the way up here. And then swing it back on itself. Swing it back around. Back around. Back around. Swing that way back around. That way back around. That didn't make a point, did it? Why did it give me... There we go. I'm not sure why it did that, but okay, whatever. We'll just roll with the flow. Sometimes you gotta just roll with the flow. Because it's not worth getting upset over. All right. And then I can turn my fill back on. And let's turn my skin on. And let's turn Scooby on. Doesn't look too bad. Let's turn skin off. Let's turn Scooby off. Okay. That's not good. See how the skin should be above, the face should be above Scooby 2. So I've got to come in here, unlock the skin, and go back in here and find the face. Which I believe is the first one I did. It is. And drag that up to hands. Which I can't because hands is locked. So I will unlock hands. And now I will drag it up to hands. There we go. That works. All right. All right, let's do the eyes. Okay, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my, oh no, unclick, reset my defaults, and come in here and draw. No, yeah, it'll be okay. Draw it oval approximately, yeah. Okay, so then I get my direct select tool, click off, click one of these, and start dragging these around to kind of, sort of match the eyeball shape. Okay, other than do that for the other one. This one's gonna be more of a challenge, so I've got to kind of line it up with the edge of that nose. So I'm going to hold on the option and just get that. No, I want to just get that one handle. Really? You're not going to let me have that one handle? You're going to be difficult. Fine, be difficult. Okay, and then I'm going to click these two, both of them, and arrange, send to back, and I'll go behind the hair. And then I can turn the fill off, figure out where that pupil goes. And select them again. Turn the fill back on. Oh, and you need to be filled black. Okay. Now, let's talk about, the line here. We want that to be more, rounded. But not that thickly rounded. There we go. That's not too bad. Okay, why did I do that? Because, let's go back here. See how when I zoom in here, this is really angular right across here. I want that to be more rounded. So I'm going to come over here and just make it more rounded. Why isn't it doing it this time? And then because it's too thick, I come down here and make it more half point. And now it looks more like a naturally drawn line rather than that jagged edge on it. And yeah, I'd probably have to need to do that on all of them. And it's still pretty thick. That looks better. Okay, zoom out. And come in here, turn layers back on. Okay, so still not done, but I think you've got the general idea of what to do and how to do it. Um, let's talk about one more thing. Some of these down in here, you can see these lines don't quite match or don't quite match the curves that you want. You can always come back in here with your direct select tool, and it'll tell you when it'll say anchor when you're over an anchor. And it's locked, it's not going to let me do it. Make sure I'm on the right layer. Okay, so it'll light up, and I can drag these around. And I can also come back in here on an anchor and click on the handles and play with the curves to get them to look more natural. Okay? I can always take my whole tool and drag a line around. I can use my arrow tools to bump it around a little bit, but it's just not going to want to go. Okay, so anywhere where it doesn't quite line up right, see if I can find another one. Like right here, I can come here with my direct select tool, get the anchor, and drag it down to that path. Get this anchor, drag it down to that path. And yes, this is kind of tedious. I hear you. But when you're working on artwork and you want it to look good, that's what you do. Okay? So make it look as good as you can. Again, I'm not looking for perfection, but I am looking for an understanding of the pen tool. It should look like your cartoon character. Let's zoom out here. I mean, I still need to put in his nose and his mouth and the finger lines and the rest of Scooby's face and the collar, but you don't want to sit here and watch me do videos. I think you've got the basic understanding of what to do and how to do it, and how to do your layers, how to lock things down, how to move things. Okay, there's another one right there we can play with real quick. Go down here, whoop, turn my lock off, get that anchor, drag it over. There's another one right there. Take that anchor, drag it over. Take that anchor, drag it over. Okay, to make it look better, right? And that's the key, is you want to look as good as you can get to look. There's another one right there. And sometimes it is all about taking your artwork, zooming in, and sliding through inch by inch of your artwork and meticulously fixing it piece by piece by piece. Okay? Have fun. I suggest you do something